Hi, Stu. How are you?
I'm good, Im. How are you?
Yeah, I'm terrific. Thank you.
Good to see you.
You too. Always good to see you. Today, I want to talk with you about Google Ads, Stu.
Let's do it.
Terrific. So, of course, every client wants to rank number one on Google for their service or product. And in the last two episodes, we've been talking about ranking for free using SEO, but there is another option. And that is, of course, paying for that spot with Google Ads. So, if you haven't noticed, when you're searching on Google, it will say ad above a paid Google search result. And Google Ads always take the top spot, unsurprisingly. It's big business. In 2020, Google Ads generated Google $168 billion in revenue. So to a degree, you pay for what you get. And we need to talk about how to get the best value out of our Google Ads campaigns. So today's high level, and then we'll make this a two-parter. And in the next episode, we'll dive a little deeper into the technical details of setting up campaigns and some of the tips and tricks that we use. But today's definitely still going to be a worthwhile chat in really understanding Google Ads and extracting value from it.
Yeah, the role that they play within your total marketing mix. So if we look at the inbound marketing philosophy, it's all about attracting the right people to your website, converting those visitors into leads, and then nurturing that lead to the point of sales readiness. So the ingredients for that start with website visits, then how we're converting those leads on the page, how we develop the interest of those leads in buying in this category and buying from us, and maximizing the retention of customers. So Google Ads sits right at the top of that funnel. It's about getting the right people, the maximum number of the right people to our website. So if we look at website visits as just a number, it's pretty easy to just drive volume, no problem. We can do that in all sorts of ways. Money cures almost everything. But in reality, we've got a limited budget. And what we need to do is make sure that we've got the maximum quantity of the right people coming to the website that have the highest propensity to ultimately buy from us. And when we're thinking about paid ads, we need to do it remembering that organic almost always has the highest levels of engagement and the highest number of conversions from that visit. So it's not a decision of whether I use SEO or paid ads. It's both. What SEO will do is drive the best quality, and what paid ads can do will help us drive volume in areas of broader keywords in the category that are harder to rank for. So we should be looking at ads as a way of supplementing our content-driven organic search strategy.
Absolutely. We definitely tend to think of it as paid ads is plugging the gaps within the organic SEO. And of course, as you mentioned, some of the keywords in the category can be incredibly competitive, those high volume keywords. So especially if you don't have enough content resources around that keyword, so paying for it for either a period of time or if you can afford to leave it on can be a really effective means of driving the right traffic to your site. So good Google Ads performance boils down to three areas of focus. And just like all marketing, when your content is relevant, engaging, and accurate, performance improves, and paid is no difference. It's not just about buying the right keyword, it's about positioning your role around that keyword in a way that's compelling enough for a visitor to click through and find your business and become a customer.
Yeah, that's right. I like to think about it in three key areas. One is findability. So we're using keywords that are associating the searcher's intent with the ad that we deliver. So getting the right keyword list right is the place to start. And there's lots of thinking and optimization around that area itself. The next is relevance. So once they've actually been served up an ad based on the keyword list that you've developed, next is the relevance of the copy within the ad that they're served up. Is that going to excite their interest? Is it going to gel with what they're looking for? Will they want to click on it and click on it for the right reasons? And then once they've clicked on that ad, they come to a landing page or wherever you're sending them. And what we need there is action. So we need them to click, and we need the place that they land to be worthy of further investigation, worthy of filling in a form, worthy of becoming a lead.
Mm-hmm. And that point on relevance and action, we like to make use of Google site links and extensions within each ad, because these are effectively shortcuts to the most relevant areas of your website, and they're served in the ad as hot links. and they can improve absolutely relevance and definitely engagement with your ads. So, an example, say you're running an ad for headphones, we would recommend including a link to where you can buy the headphones on your online store, another link to where you can talk to your customer service team about them, and then even a third link about directing to the page that contains all the product specs and benefits of those headphones and your brand. And if you're running a promotion on those headphones, there's a promotion extension too. So the more options that you give people, the better for driving that relevance and engagement. Let's now talk about waste now, Stu, and focusing on eliminating it because it can be very costly if you don't.
Yes. So, yeah, when we talk about waste, we're talking about money because what Google Ads are is they're pay per click. So every time that a user clicks on your ad, we're paying for it. So what we want to do is make sure that only the right people are clicking on that ad. The right people means those that are most likely to ultimately be those that buy from you. And so we look at a few measures around this. The first is the cost per click. Now, the cost per click is a great end goal target in the context of getting the right people. It's easy to get a low cost per click, but lots of them will be wasted. So it's a vanity measure in some ways, but nevertheless a good place to start. The next is cost per lead, a much more realistic measure because the cost per lead is these are people that have clicked and actually gone on to take an action on your website because you're offering them something of value and therefore they must be interested in what you're doing. The next is click conversion. What percentage of people that see your ad are clicking on it? How many people that are clicking on it are converting into leads? And what's the bounce rate of your landing page? So once they're getting to the place that you're sending them to, are they then going on to fill in that form? Are they staying on that page for a period of time and absorbing the content and then clicking through to other pages of the website? Or are they just bouncing off at 1.5 seconds, which indicates that we're sending the wrong people there?
Mm, yeah, that's really valuable. Thank you, Stu. It's also worth adding that there's a list of keywords that you tell Google to target and you input, but then there are also search terms that Google will begin to serve up and associate to your campaign based on its learnings, and it continues to grow over time. We recommend checking in on the performance of the keywords that you're targeting, but also reviewing those search term lists, of which there are hundreds, if not thousands, and you will be paying for some of those clicks. And you can either choose to add them to a negative keyword list and basically tell Google, no, that's not the right search term. Don't associate my ad with that term. Or you can say, that is definitely the right term. I should have thought of that. And I do want to be paying for those clicks. And that can be a really valuable process, which also can inspire future content creation because there might be terms in there that you hadn't thought of. So finally, let's talk about test, learn, and improve.
Yeah, well, this is again the game of modern digital marketing, right? We're constantly in a battle to make everything we do work better all the time because everything is measurable and we want to get the absolute maximum return on investment that we can. So, what we're doing is that we're exposing every part of this journey to competition all of the time. We have a keyword list. Let's look at what happens when we change this keyword or add this keyword. Does it make things better or worse? Let's look at what happens when we change some copy in the ad, use a different image. Does this make it better or worse than what it was before? And the landing page, same thing. What changes can we make that will influence the conversion on that landing page? And that constant focus on optimization is what's required to get the maximum bang for buck out of your investment in Google Ads, as it is for all of your marketing.
Absolutely. And we also do pay attention to what competition are doing. So we monitor not only our ad performance, but we benchmark that against what the competitors are doing. So we can look at things like, first of all, are they running Google Ads? If so, how much are they spending? Is that more or less than what we're spending? What keywords and how many are they targeting? And all of that can be really powerful information to then sit and review our strategy and can be great fodder. So it can provide enormous insight for your business, but it can also be incredibly enlightening into what their business and marketing strategy is and the direction they're heading. And of course, there are industry tools like SEMrush that we use to help us analyze this. It can be a little complex if you're unfamiliar with it, So if you'd like help with kickstarting your Google Ads or reviewing your competition, please do reach out via our website and we'd be more than happy to help.
Yeah.
So thanks to you. That was an incredible high-level chat on Google Ads. And I'm excited to talk next week about delving into the detail of Google Ads and really getting into the technical setup for how we improve the Google Ads performance of our clients.
Me too.
Terrific. So remember, it's about findability, relevance, and action, and obviously continuous monitoring so that we can eliminate waste and test, learn, and improve. And with that in mind, I'm sure that you'll do well.
Good work, Em. That was good.
It was. Thanks, Stu. Always good to chat.
Thanks everyone for listening today and joining us on The Bond.
The Bond is brought to you by Point & Consulting. We're a marketing and sales consultancy based in Sydney, Australia. We help ambitious businesses to unlock customer value by transforming their marketing and sales, from strategy to process, execution, and automation. We like to help good people do better.